Yeah, let's go. We got the Southern California band Carry the Day with us, and we're beyond stoked to have you guys returning to the show because, I've been following you guys on social media like crazy. I have been noticing that you guys have been taking safety protocols to start working on a brand new record, which gets me beyond stoked. And before we even start talking about that progress, I really wanted to mention something with you guys because the last time we discussed, you guys were saying that you guys are very heavily influenced by the band Metallica. And there was a really funny interview that happened during this week where the producer Fleming, who worked on Ride the Lightning and Masters of Puppets, talked about Metallica's lack of preparation going into the studio to record a record, and specifically kind of went after Lars, the drummer, about saying, literally quote, I thought this was the greatest thing. He goes, the very first thing that I asked Lars when he started playing was, does everything start on an upbeat? And he went, what's an upbeat? So, I never learned how to read music, and I don't know how you guys approach it. So how's that progression going with the band?
I'm in Lars's position. I just know how to play
There's
guitar.
There's a few occasions where we try to put together a song and we're trying to put together a part. And I don't know. Isaac's a really good guitarist, but doesn't always know the theory. But I always have to help him out through it, get him through the metronome. Sometimes I have to be slapping his body to get him on the beat. But the results speak for themselves. You guys are a great guitarist. I love Isaac. And I mean, Lars is very much well hated on, but he's still one of the biggest drummers in one of the biggest bands in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. But what about you, Brandon? I mean, do you know how to read music? I never learned to. I just kind of picked up a guitar and just started going on ultimateguitars.com and just started reading tabs. I mean, that was my lifestyle. I mean, I'm noticing that Chris is the one smacking Isaac's back to kind of keep him in tempo. But I mean, do you start on an upbeat? I mean, what's the drill?
I mean, I started learning when I was a kid, so I'd say I do know some stuff. But I mean, I'm not the one slapping Isaac because I'm kind of hidden behind all our amps and gear and stuff.
Yeah,
tiny little room.
Yeah, that's for the vocalist to just kind of smack everybody's ass in gear. Let's go. But I mean, I know that you guys. Am I getting this correctly? Are you guys recording a full length record? I mean, what's the drill right now?
Yeah, we actually pretty much just finished the production on all of the songs, except for maybe like one B-side. And also, I think we have probably like one or two covers coming up as well, too. We got a lot in store. I'm not going to give a release date or anything, but we got a lot in store.
Well, I love the idea that you just mentioned that you guys have created a B-side record, which, Marissa and I mean, that's what we were huge advocates for, especially when Strike a Chord got started, because our whole movement was, if you actually pick up that record from Carry the Day, you're going to know those B-side tracks because you literally physically or digitally have that record. I mean, you're listening to it front to back, and I think that is so groovy. And I know one of the songs that we're about to be playing from you guys is The Silver Lining. And are we going to get a different tone of progression with your guys' music? We'll ask you that right after this song. But you guys have the lyric video for Silver Lining. We're about to play that right now because I can hear a storm brewing. Let's get it on. That's right. That was Carry the Day, and that was their song Silver Lining. And, you know, right before we just played that song, I know we got a few minutes with you guys. I really want to pick in your brains because I think that's so cool that you guys mentioned that you guys are producing a B-side record, or at least a B-side track. And what does that mean to you, Luke, what a B-side track is now in 2020?
Well, first of all, I'm sorry. I'm at work, so it's like there might be some noise.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. We got an essential worker here.
It's really cool to be able to put something like that on our album because, you know, it's in a time like this where new bands aren't really being at the forefront of the music industry. Having something that's familiar in there, you know, as like a cover song like we're doing is, it could be pretty cool for us to, get a little more recognition on it.
Hey, I like this. So I'm hearing a cover song. I mean, could you entertain the listening audience? I mean, what is that cover song that the band chose to do a cover on?
Do we want to reveal that information? Is that something we can say yet?
Oh, you guys are keeping hush hush. He goes. I like how Chris immediately puts himself on mute in the meeting. He's like, "Hey, I'm saying it right now. I thought you could read my lips. I guess we're gonna be keeping the suspense really real when it comes with Carry the Day, which we appreciate it. We're gonna be keeping a close eye on you guys. But you know, when do you guys expect to start releasing that music?
And that's a hard question. And I'd say for sure by December. For sure.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, I'm guessing like from our last conversation, you're kind of waiting for the wave of COVID-19 and kind of seeing how that plays out. Is that kind of a part in the decision to release this music?
I guess I'd say so, but really it's just us trying to get everything together in the music videos, the PR, contacting everyone, you know, it's a lot of work.
No, I believe it. Hey, no rush. I'm just super excited to have you guys back on the Chris College Show, Millennial Talk Show, and I appreciate you guys joining us for our second annual Music Storm. If you love these guys, check out the SoCal Rockers, Carry the Day all over social media. Thank you, my friends.
Yeah. Thank you for having us again.
All right. Peace.